Hi, my name is Scott Warden. When I was growing up, my parents weren't Christians and they got divorced when I was 3 years old. I chose to live with my mom even though she wasn't a Christian and we didn't go to church, yet she wanted me to attend a private Christian elementary school. Therefore, I attended a Lutheran elementary school from kindergarten through 8th grade. When I was 7 years old, I was attending a Wednesday chapel service at school when the pastor asked the kids if they wanted to receive Jesus into their hearts. I raised my hand, and my dad distinctly remembers that time. But I still wasn't attending church at all until I was 13 years old. Yet my mom wanted me to attend a Christian high school, so we visited a Christian school near Pasadena. The school told me and my mom that if we wanted to attend that high school, then I needed to attend church at least 3 times per month. We started looking for a church after that. And we didn't go to church consistently, but we did go to church once or twice a month from then on. When I was 18, I enrolled in college at California State University, Los Angeles, and majored in political science. That was the first time attending a non-Christian school. At that time, I really understood the difference of people having Jesus in their lives and people living without him. Thankfully, my mom got saved when I was 21, and we both decided to get baptized in a swimming pool at the senior pastor of her church. The year after that was my senior year of university, and I realized that I didn't want to get a job in the political science field. I was a bit confused with what I wanted to do with my life after that. Then the Lord put it on my heart to get a job in the teaching field. I attempted to get an emergency credential so that I could teach in the classroom right away, but doors kept closing on me, and I asked God where he was guiding me. Then when I was 23, I saw a posting online that said, "Teach English in South Korea." I was to teach elementary and middle school students, get my own apartment rent-free, and get paid to teach. At first, I thought that was a bit crazy and I would be away from my family. But a week later, I really felt like God was directing me in that direction. So I sent my resume, and literally 30 seconds later, a guy called me from South Korea, an American guy, and he was a recruiter. So I started teaching in a small town in South Korea, and I taught kids there for about 15 months. I didn't get any training and never understood how to get better at teaching kids, so I was quickly getting burned out. A friend from church, from my church in Seoul, helped me get a job teaching adults in the capital city of South Korea, Seoul. I enjoyed teaching adults, and I did that for 11 years consistently. And then when I went on a date with a woman who was ethnically Korean but born and raised in China, I found someone that was a strong Christian. She was working in a trade company in South Korea, international trade, by the way. But on our second date, she told me that she didn't find it rewarding and she wanted to become a missionary. That was her test to see if I would be interested in her or not. I said that I would go with my wife wherever God led me. This kept our relationship going, and in 2016, we got married in Seoul. The plan was for her to become a missionary and for me to financially support her as an English teacher. My wife finished seminary, so we were considering leaving South Korea to get her started on her mission field. But we didn't know where to start. And in 2019, we were discussing our plan with a Korean American friend at our church in Seoul. He suggested for me to finish seminary like my wife, for her to get her green card in the United States, and for us to apply at International Mission Board to become a missionary. And then we would return to Asia as missionaries. We prayed about it, and in September of 2019, I got accepted to Gateway Seminary. I started my online courses while living in South Korea, and I continued teaching English to adults in Seoul. My wife and I moved to the United States last December, and now we live with my dad in Santa Paula, California. We found a church home, and our pastor is helping us prepare me and my wife as missionaries. We are extremely thankful for that. After my wife gets her green card, and I graduate from seminary, we plan to go back to Asia and hope to help North Koreans in some way. We don't know where we will work on the mission field. As Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, if we trust in the Lord with all of our hearts and lean not on our own understanding, he will make our path straight. I had been taking classes online up to this point. In fact, I started taking Hebrew online and realized that it was really overwhelming for me. I decided to drop that course and trade it for an Intro to Missions course. Our plan is to move to Ontario next semester close to Gateway, so that I'll be able to take Hebrew and Greek in person and not online. Please pray for our transition. Thank you very much.